Our apologies for the delay in coming, Klaus. It's good to see you again too, Miles. Well, if it isn't Class 7. Thank you very much for coming, my lady. I assume you've come regarding the request we sent to the Courageous? That's right. It made mention of the problems we faced in Legram becoming worse of late. Would you mind elaborating, Klaus? Certainly. As you are aware, a number of strange occurrences have happened in Legram since the war began. The fog covering the town has become thicker. Strange monsters have appeared on the highways, among other things. We were up against that kind of stuff when we came back here to find Laura and Emma a few weeks ago, so yeah. But didn't we solve the worst of it? The cryptids in the castle were the ones responsible. We were able to return things to normal by defeating them, or so I thought. Oh, you certainly helped. Sadly, even without those cryptids accelerating the process, things here have been gradually worsening. The monsters have become more dangerous than ever. We've even had reports of people hearing eerie laughter and seeing ghosts. That said, the greatest concern of all is this thick fog. It's become thicker and thicker over the weeks, to the point where it's stopping the townsfolk from doing basic daily tasks. That's not good. Visibility is pretty poor outside. We knew something had to be done, so we started looking into ways to return things to normal. And then, the other night, something else strange happened. Something else? We heard the sound of a bell ringing. From Lohengrin Castle, no less. Again? That sounds just like what happened during our field study. How could this be? I wasn't here at the time, but I know what went down from your reports. So, once again, Lohengrin Castle is the center of the strange happenings for our fair Legram. I only wish it weren't the case. And, or still, we've no one local free enough to investigate the matter. It's as Klaus says, ordinarily we'd have some bracers take care of it, but we just don't have enough of them to go around. Even Towal is occupied in western Erebonia, as you know. And that's where you come in, Class 7. With 2 solved mysteries relating to the castle under your belt, you're most likely the perfect ones to take on the job. I see. Understandable, I suppose. Still, I fear this will be no easy task. There is bound to be danger lurking within. Even with that in mind, could we trouble you to accept our request? Sure. No problem. Please, leave this to us. My father is the lord of this region. I would be remiss to ignore its people's cries for help. I will do all I can to help in Father's absence. I had a feeling you would say that. I am most grateful for your help. I'll see to preparing a boat for you to take there at once. Please, come to the wharf as soon as you are ready to depart. We'll be right there, Klaus. Thank you. With all the strange happenings there, I think it'd be best if Celine and I were part of the team. I guess so. You're already part of the team, Emma. You've been a part of the team the whole time. Are you ready to make your way to the castle then? There's no telling what could lie in wait within the walls. Please be sure that you are prepared for any eventuality. After traveling to Lohengrin Castle, you won't be able to return to Legram until your work there is complete. We're ready. Please watch over the town while we're away, Klaus. We shouldn't be long. Go forth with the greatest of luck, everyone. We're going to need to be careful on our way there. We won't be able to see our hands in front of our faces. Well, we arrived. This is my 3rd time coming here now. Oh my. The fog's really thick this time too. Yeah, even more so than it was back in town. I guess this settles it. There really is something weird going on here. The atmosphere here is anything but usual at the very least. I can sense a vastly greater amount of mana from here compared to last time. It's as though this area is on the verge of becoming a world of its own. There's no question that the castle is the source behind what's happening over in Legram. There's no telling what could happen if we leave things as they are. Then it's up to us to go inside and investigate. You guys ready? This isn't good. Well, we can't say that we didn't expect this, at least. What's that? They look like the fiends that we saw during our field study. Yeah, they do. One around every corner by the looks of it. I can feel the presence of their higher elements, too. My guess is the source of all this mana would be in the underground area of the castle. Didn't we go through the left wing of the building last time? There was this large sealed door at the end of a spiral staircase, I think. Interesting. Well, let's get going, but be careful. I'm sure the cause of all this is somewhere in here. This is the area, the source of the mana you've been sent. Is this area the source of the mana you've been sensing, Emma? Yes, I'm sure of it. I can feel it more and more strongly as we walk down the stairs. I can't see an orb like the one we found during the field study, though. Was that a bell chiming? Get ready for a fight. The spiritual force I feel now is unbelievable. What is that? It's monstrous. Isn't this the the fiend we fought during our field study? It's that Nosferatu. It's revived and become even more powerful than before. This has to be because of the disturbances in this area's spirit veins, I'm sure of it. So then this is the culprit behind the thick fog ailing the Graham. Which means there is but one thing for us to do. Exorcise it. Here we go.
Careful! This one looks strong.
We're gonna exercise
Let's
with
move.
it. Gonna ride on the treadmill. Gonna
All right, let's do
do a
this.
10K.
Leave it to me!
Walk
No problem.
on the treadmill. Use the rowing machine.
Okay.
We're gonna get
Keep it up,
physical,
everyone.
physical with that thing that's spiritual. Actually, in the first game, if you watched my playthrough, you'll know for a fact that this boss
Now's our chance.
absolutely
Got you.
crushed me and annoyed the crap out of me. It was so aggravating.
My turn.
So I'm sure this will not be good in any way at all. I imagine I will find myself
I can do this.
incredibly upset a few times, if not multiple times.
Sorry, would you mind? All right, let's get this started.
It's my turn. Now. Ready, everyone?
Probably should have saved that,
Right,
actually.
understood. Here I go.
This was the thing that was super upsetting in the
My turn.
previous one. I believe I have to do like a certain amount of damage. I don't know. Okay, good. And you do not like damage over time. Like, I think you have to do a certain amount of damage in one hit.
Right.
Okay. I'm counting on ya. I'll handle this.
No, I don't want to use it. I want to save it for
My turn.
releases.
Gather on my blade.
I gotta be careful because I want to save the bigger area ones for when he summons minions, right?
Strike! Too slow.
Right. Sorry, can you handle this?
I'll take it from here. How about this?
Onward!
I can do this. Dance for me! Great light, reside in my bow! Radiant arc!
What? You can't just recall them that fast. That's not fair.
Predictable.
Let's move. Sit. No, you don't.
Interesting.
Of course! Rise, great towers! Lord Alvarian! Rest in peace.
My turn.
My turn.
No! Stop calling more.
Unforgivable.
Right.
My turn.
There we go. Much easier than the first game.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
God, in the first game, it was so atrociously terrible. A lot of RNG in the way it worked in the first game too. It seemed like it was much more controllable this time.
Great.
Not bad.
Radiant Lion. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense that she would get it now, right?
Huh? Thank goodness!
I did it!
I feel stronger than ever! Naturally.
Well, what is this? Bring now to bear thy will. If thou hast aught thou wouldst protect, what was that light? I don't know, but no one here appears to be any worse for wear because of it. What happened to that beam, though? The spiritual force it was exerting has completely vanished, and with it, the spirit veins seem to be returning to normal. I feared the worst for a moment, but it looks like all is well that ends well. This should hopefully mark the end of all the strange happenings in Legram. I couldn't have done it without everyone here yet either. Thank you. No problemo. I'd say that wraps things up nicely. Rean, is something wrong? You've been totally silent. Did you get injured? Oh, no. It's nothing, honestly. Let's get back to Legram and report to Klaus and Miles. Of course. I mean, to me, that door reminded me of what happened with when we opened the door for Malamar, right? So maybe that's another... Did we just become an Awakener a second time? I don't know. The mystery solved, Class 7 stepped aboard the orbital boat they used to travel to the castle and made their way back to Legram. On the way, they could see the thick fog hovering over the lake weakening before their very eyes. And by the time they stepped off the boat once again, the air had largely returned to what they remembered fondly from their field study. I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. I must say, my lady, you've done an admirable job fulfilling Lord Arsaid's duties in his absence. I wouldn't have been able to do so without the aid of my classmates, however. The fog that was hanging over the town just disappeared as if it were never here. Still, I'm curious what caused that Nosferatu you mentioned to appear now of all times. You'd already defeated one before, didn't you? So why now? I wish I could say for sure, but I've heard that is the form of an ancient tribe eventually took after being... This sentence is really throwing me off. But I've heard that is the form an ancient tribe eventually took after being liberated from the shackles of a life. Okay. What in the world does that mean? And can you say it any easier so that Joshua can read it better? In the sense that they became immortal? I don't know much about them myself. Most likely the soul of that one was drawn towards the castle for some reason. And then the chaos in Erebonia caused it to reawaken. That means we have no guarantee that it won't do exactly the same thing again. All that means is we'll have to be that much more cautious then. I'm telling you right now, if I have to come back and fight this thing again in the third game, I'm gonna be a little upset. Not so much because I have to fight it again, but because that means I have to go to Logrim Castle for 3 games in a row. I liked the first game. It was a really cool area. It's like probably my favorite. No, Nord's my favorite area. It's my second favorite area. But come on, it isn't that great. Let's not do this in the third game, okay? Unless I get like a whole new area. And the townsfolk of Legram will have to be as well. I'll be certain to pass the message along. Pardon me, Rean, but is something bothering you? You've been oddly quiet ever since we left the castle. Are you sure you aren't hurt? No, I'm fine. Just lost in thought, that's all. I can't get the door that I saw out of my head. But I'm really going to have to try and focus. We've got bigger things to worry about right now. Not sure I buy that, but if you insist... Again, you have my deepest thanks for your assistance. It could hardly compare to your efforts, but I would like for you to accept this as a reward. Why, thank you, Klaus. If anything else happens here, don't hesitate to call us. I'll be sure to do so. Take care.
still